You saw the trail tested, now it's time for the full-on review. Mafate Speed 4. Hoka has created some of my most trusted trail picks over the last few years when I need a shoe to provide comfort over long mileages in varying terrain. The new Mafate Speed 4 is a continuation of that pedigree, and I've been absolutely loving it. Well, almost. The updated materials feature Hoka's jacquard mesh upper mixed with the stretchy elastic vamp held together by ever-tightening laces. The dual-layered ProFly midsole is resilient and comfortable underfoot, but the stars are those 5mm Vibram light-base lugs that'll grab even the slipperiest of surfaces. The Mafate Speed 4 will be a solid choice for so many ultra runners throughout the seasons, but there are certainly some critiques that can weigh heavy for some. So, it's gonna be a fun review. Let's dive in. What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner here for the Ginger Runner review. I apologize, it's been a little sporadic over the last couple of weeks. I've been really deep in the edit of a brand new movie that I'm working on with The North Face. It's about the high route in the North Cascades that Caitlin Gerben and Janie Abeg just completed. That project will hopefully drop in 2023. We've also been working on GR. That movie's coming up. Tiger Claw for 2023 is coming up. So much. You've been so patient. We have a lot to cover before the end of the year. Today is no exception. We're going to be talking about the Hoka Mafate Speed 4. Put a ton of miles on it since that trail tested episode where I tested both this and the Nike Sakama. Now, before we get into things, I have to point out that these were provided for review by Running Warehouse. I'm under no obligation to say anything positive or negative about this shoe. I'm also not financially compensated in any way for anything that I say in this review. All opinions are my own. No one has to approve this review. You're the first to see it. Give yourself some love. And let's dive in. Things I like and dislike about the Hoka Mafate Speed 4. Starting with things I like, the midsole. I like the ProFly. I think it works well here. This dual layered action definitely gives you the comfort while also being resilient and responsive. It's not quite as plush as I expected, but it does have a really good balance of cushion to responsiveness. So you're gonna feel quick on the trails. It's gonna feel good. It's gonna give you exactly what you expect from the Mafate series. Traction. This Vibram light base outsole, like the potted outsole, has huge 5mm lugs, and these things are freaking awesome. I've run in all sorts of conditions with this shoe: rainy, muddy, slippery, dry. They just hold up really, really well. They grab things exactly how you would want. There's a lot of trust that I can put in this shoe, especially when descending technical stuff or climbing. So I really like this outsole. Those lugs, fantastic. And finally, durability. I think this new mesh upper is super resilient. Also, the welded overlays do a good job of protecting your foot. The midsole holds up pretty good. It's definitely more on the responsive end of things. And of course, Vibram, I just love it. So overall, the shoe is super durable. And I like that in a Hoka because I feel like it's going to last you a full season, if not more, hundreds of miles. And that is what I want out of a trail monster like the Mafate Speed 4. But it's not all Cocoa parties and Kevin McAllister reruns. There are a couple of things that I dislike about the Hoka Mafate Speed 4. Let's get to those now. Stability. Now, this is sort of something that I've experienced in other Hokas in the past, like the Speed Goat 1, where the midsole doesn't feel totally level, totally stable underfoot. I'm getting a lot of lateral flexion in the shoe. It sort of wants to bow concave itself down. What I think contributes to that is also having to lace up the upper really tight, really get that jacquard mesh to lock down on your midfoot. It kind of wants to pull the outer edges of that shoe up. Now, if they made the last of this shoe less flexible, so it just, didn't want to warp up onto the side of my feet, that might solve the problem. But right now, I'm just feeling a little bit of instability, primarily on descents in this shoe. I think it's the narrowness, and I think it's the overall lateral flexibility of the shoe wanted to pull up on the sides of my foot. The upper. So I do like this jacquard mesh, and whether it's pronounced jacquard or joacquard, doesn't matter to me. I like it. The problem is right here in the vamp. So the vamp is made of a super flexible nylon material. My toes want to pop up out of that because it's so flexible and grab this toe guard. What ends up happening is my toenails are like gripping the toe guard every step on like a real steep descent because your foot's sort of pushed forward as it is. Durability is great, but I think the combination of materials here actually does this shoe a bit of disservice. Leading us to our final dislike, and that's the heel. Kind of goes hand in hand with the overall upper material choice. This heel design with this swallowtail lets debris in. It's not the best design for a trail shoe. I get that it's maybe taking a little bit of stress off the Achilles tendon, but when you're dealing with a shoe that you're probably running technical trails, dusty trails, rocky trails, it's just asking for debris to fall into your shoe. So that has happened to me, and I don't necessarily like that swallowtail. But that's pretty much it for dislikes. So let's get a bit more specific in our breakdown where we talk about build quality, comfort, fit, price, and look, starting with build quality. As I mentioned, one of my likes is the durability of the shoe. I think the material choice is good in a durability capacity. So the shoe is going to last you many, many miles. I think the combo of some of the fabrics, however, does lend itself to being not very comfortable. Talking about comfort. The ProFly midsole, it's great. It's going to be more responsive, probably not quite as cushioned as you're used to. It's a little sensitive to temperature fluctuations as well. It's cold here in the Northwest, so I've noticed that the shoe does tighten up a little bit, but I do really enjoy the feel underfoot. Fit, I get a lot of tightness here through the midfoot when I really have to crank those laces down. So sort of something I'm seeing a trend in the Hoka line where I really have to tighten that midfoot and ends up bringing the upper material really close together. I think that's contributing to the bend, kind of lateral bend of that midsole around the bottom of my foot, kind of giving you a concave feeling underfoot. So the fit is good. It is dialed. However, it can lead to some issues down the chain. Price, the shoe's $189. That's expensive. It's certainly about $40 more than I would like this shoe to be or understand why it would be at $149, but it's $189. So I don't know, see if you can find it on sale. Of course, the link's in the description. You might be able to get a discount if you are a GR Crew member. Hint, hint, but that's pretty expensive. And finally, looks, we're back to that orange color version. I feel like every shoe that I've reviewed from Hoka this year has been orange. Could be more exciting. I'm sure there's other color versions that will be more enticing to many, but right now it's just all ginger, and there's only room enough for one of me. Bringing us to our conclusion. I like this shoe. I like it a lot, and I think a lot of ultra runners are going to love this shoe. I think this is going to be the workhorse for a number of people who are looking to go 30 miles plus. If you're training for a 100-mile race, I can certainly see this shoe lasting for that. What you're going to want to be aware of is that the fit of the shoe through the midfoot might bring some of that midsole up around the sides of your foot. You might feel a bit of that bend underneath the forefoot, so I hope that they can find a way to remedy that, and that vamp being a little bit soft might catch your toe. But I mean, all that being said, it's an expensive shoe, it's a very comfortable shoe, and it will last you many, many miles. So this, ultimately, I'm liking it. Bringing us to our final criteria, is the Mafate Speed 4 a buy, try, or a why? By this point, you might already be guessing, and you might be right. It's a buy. I definitely think that this shoe, borderline try. The price is what kind of sets it apart. I do think it is definitely worth your time and checking out, because I've run probably over 100 miles in it at this point, and I'm still liking it, still holding up quite well. The Hoka Mafate Speed 4. Check it out. If you have any more questions or want to find out more information or get a pair of the Mafate Speed 4 for yourself, links in the description will take you over to Running Warehouse. They are affiliate links. They cost you nothing, but they do help the channel out. If you are a GR Crew member, also get that discount coupon code you can use over there for pretty much all of your running gear, getting a 10% discount. My question now turns to you in the comments of this video. Let me know. Have you tried it? Are you interested? Is this something that excites you? Let me know. That's it, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in for today's review. We have a slew of reviews coming. You might even see one tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to overload you with reviews. We have so many more videos to get done before the end of the year. I hope you're ready. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like, favorite, do all that stuff. Join the GR Crew. If you are a runner looking for an amazing community of global runners just like yourself, going through the same things that you're going through, you want to join our Discord server with hundreds of people asking questions just like the questions you have about running, ultra, all of that stuff. If you want to find out more information about all the gear, there's just so many sweet perks. If you join the GR Crew, head on over to patreon.com/thegingerrunner. All tiers get access to some fun stuff, so we would appreciate it, and we would love to see you join that amazing community. That's it, everyone. Get out there, train hard, race harder, and party the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week or tomorrow. Or today for more fun. Bye-bye.